good, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time joining me today. Hi, my name is Hannah. I make a lot of videos here on YouTube. I'm just gonna jump into this video. I know a lot of y'all don't like when I ramble, so we're just gonna dive right in to the Walmart stuff. So as you can tell from the title, this video is all about some more stuff that I really hated while working at Walmart. So this video is just kind of like more things that I really hated about working at Walmart. But before I start talking about that, I just want to go ahead and give a shout out to my friend's channel. My friends in real life, they have a YouTube channel. They do a lot of stuff having to do with video games, card games, board games, stuff like that. They recently posted some vlogs or interviews from a recent Comic-Con that they went to, or a little convention, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, they will be linked down in the description, but their channel is called Diamond Top Gaming. So if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, feel free to check them out. They're also linked in the sidebar of my channel. So yeah, I just thought that I'd give them a quick shout out before we get into this video. So, all right. Worst things about working at Walmart. So if you haven't seen my first video about the worst things about working at Walmart, you can click it down in the description below, or it'll probably be annotated at the end of this video. So let's get into some more things that I really did not like. Okay, so another thing that I did not like while working at Walmart was that CSMs and assistant managers pretty much had no boundaries or no respect for what your job title is supposed to be. You could be a cashier and just be absolutely swamped with work, swamped with customers, everything else, and they will pull you from the register and take you to a completely different department to do something that could have been done by someone who was hired to work in that department. For example, CSMs and assistant managers would frequently pull cashiers to go be door greeters, to go stock cosmetics or other departments, literally to do anything else, to organize the dressing room. They would take us from our cash register when we were extremely busy, extremely swamped with customers, and just send us over to a different department, which caused lines to back up. It caused customers to get angry. I'm sure that it's caused people to leave the store because, like, if you can't get checked out, then what's the point, you know? So that was one really annoying thing, and it seems like they would never get any of us to come and help when the store was dead empty. They would get somebody when we were slammed at the registers and there were just like lines of people backed up to, you know, who knows where. Like, it was always at a really inconvenient time. It's like they had no respect, no, like, it's like they couldn't see the lines of people, and it just drove me insane because I would feel really bad telling people, hey, she'll get you at that register, when I was about to check them out, you know? So like, that was just something that really rubbed me the wrong way. It's like, to me, it felt like an abuse of power from a CSM and a assistant manager standpoint. Another thing that really bothered me was the way that they would give recognition to people who did not work nearly as hard or show up to their shifts as they did to other people. Like, for example, there would be this one girl that I worked with, and she was routinely late. She would routinely take a way too long lunch, take her breaks way too long. And she wasn't even that fast at checking people out. I was one of our quickest cashiers. I would check people out, you know, and I took pride in that. I took pride in the fact that I would be on time. I timed my breaks, like I literally never took a long break. My lunch, I would always come back early because I don't really see the point of dragging out your lunch if you're already done. Like, it doesn't bother me to take a shorter lunch and go back. Like, I was literally trying to do everything correctly, do everything as best as I could. You know, I've caught people trying to steal from the company. I'm very observant. I just try to do my job really well when I work somewhere, and Walmart was no exception to that. And it just drove me crazy because the CSMs and assistant managers would constantly be bragging on this girl who would never show up on time, who was always late from her breaks, who always took a way too long lunch. All of this stuff that she was doing wrong, and they would brag on her for the simplest things. And it was just crazy to me because they wouldn't recognize the people who are actually working hard and trying to do things correctly. They would give more recognition and make them employee of the month somebody who doesn't come to work on time and, you know, does all this stuff. And it's just like, what the heck? I'm so annoyed, you know? And the last thing that I'm going to cover in this video is just the fact that CSMs at my particular store, I don't know if it's anywhere else, but a lot of CSMs at my store were really great. But also, you know, there was like half of them who were really great, and there were about half of them who just had the ultimate power trip with literally the smallest level of power that you can possibly have. Like, it was ridiculous. When I worked there, I frequently worked with, you know, there'd be like one CSM on duty who was really cool and one CSM on duty who was just massively on this gigantic power trip. And it was so dumb because, like, if one of them was not around, but I needed, you know, if I needed an override on my register, or if I needed literally anything, if I needed to go to the bathroom, if I needed to go on my break, if I needed anything, if it was that CSM, the one who was on a power trip, I would literally have to sit there and beg them to let me do whatever I needed to do. Like, literally one time I had to go to the bathroom and we weren't even that busy, and I called over the CSM, one of the ones who was on a power trip, and I said to her, you know, hey, I really need to go to the restroom. We're not that busy right now, but I think we're gonna get busy soon, because it was like around one of our peak times. So I was like, hey, can I just go ahead and run to the bathroom, you know, before it gets too crazy? And she'd be like, I don't know, like, we might get really busy, and like, we'll probably need you up here. And I'm like, okay, well, it'll just be like real quick, just like, please, can I go to the bathroom? And like, it would take a few minutes of me pleading to use the bathroom before she would finally agree to that. And oh my God, if it was a break or a lunch, that's even worse, because these people they don't want you to take lunch or take a break or anything. And it's so annoying because, like, look, it's literally policy that I have to do this. If I don't do this, you're not going to be the one that gets in trouble. I am, because it says in like the company policy and everything, when you're hired, you are in charge for taking your breaks and taking your lunch. And if you don't, and the company gets in trouble for it, it's basically your head is on the line. It's down to you. So, like, I just never got along with those CSMs who are always on a power trip and who basically made you beg them to do anything for you, whether it be get you some more bags or some more receipt paper because there's none under your register. Literally, you would have to sit there and basically just kiss their butt until they would get it for you. Even if you hated them and they hated you, you had to do that or else nothing would ever happen. And that was so annoying. Like, it's literally your job to get us change, which they also hated, get us change, get us receipt paper, get us bags if there's none under the registers or anything like that. Like, if we can't do anything about it, it's literally your job to do it, because regular cashiers are not allowed to get change. You can't go in the back to get register paper or bags if there's none out there on the floor. Usually they'll be under registers, but if there's not any, then you have to get a CSM to get some for you from the back, because we're not allowed to do that. So, I mean, it was just so annoying and so freaking stupid, and I hated it. Thank you guys so much for joining me again today. Leave me a like if you like this video. Comment down below. Tell me if you've ever worked at Walmart. And if you haven't, tell me your worst shopping experience at Walmart. Because Lord knows we all have one. And subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every Monday and Friday. Don't forget to check out Diamond Top Gaming, which will be linked in the description down below. Go support my friends if you like gaming of any kind if I could speak. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you guys once again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.